Hello, Girish.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm fine.
Fine.
How is fireflies?
How are?
Fireflies.
Oh, Fireflies is an AI app
Yeah.
that records audio, video, and text. So I look back at the text and see that how to improve.
That's good.
Even though it is costly, but it takes about $250 a year.
Okay. Will you use it for your sessions?
I use it for improving my presentation.
Right.
I look back the text and I see that how I present it, because normally it is an extempore. I pick up the topic and then I speak.
Mm-hmm.
So, how are you, John?
Hey, Girish, I'm fine. How's everything with you?
Yes, I'm fine.
Good.
Do you still have very warm and dry weather there in Phoenix?
No, it is in 60s and 70s.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
that's nice.
Yeah. So now it is 60s, and yeah. Normally in the night after 11, we have in the 60s.
Nice.
And in the morning, today morning, it was 58.
Well, good.
Here we have a drought.
Oh, drought?
Yeah, it hasn't been raining we had 1 day of rain in a month.
Ah.
So everything is very dry, very dry. Yeah.
So it's not cold?
Today it was, I'm in centigrades. So today was how much in Fahrenheit, sweetheart?
It was up to about 80.
Yeah.
80.
Yeah.
Yeah, during the day we have 80, but in the morning and late in the evening, the temperature, nobody is there. I logged in right link because you both are here. We wake up in the morning, and all the five sense organs are open, and the mind processes the information from the inside because of the past impressions. Say, for example, yesterday you had some conflict, and the mind says, "Look, you are in conflict." So then our face expression changes. Then I see outside, then I give a wrong interpretation. It's a bad morning. And then you see the feeling, emotions, sensations coupled with the thought is what the mind is. And with the past impression, it starts its work with the impulsive nature. There is no analysis. The intellect is not there. Remember, the mind and intellect both work through the sense organ.
Mm-hmm.
But Only what is behind the mind, it is impulsive, it is animal nature. So even animals are intelligent, but still they are impulsive. Why they are, why it is so. And if we are impulsive, we are instinctive, we are habitual, we are uh, mechanical, then there is a problem. And that causes the impurity of the mind. The young lion fights the head of the group of a lion, which is old, and kills. Why he kills it is impulsive in nature. He has to mate, he has to show the dominance. But if this happens with a human being, you are branded as a criminal. You see? So why you are branded as a criminal? Because of the intellect. Intellect says, why, why? What happened? You live in your house. Why you have uh, why you have ransacked the neighbor's house to show your domination? Do you see that? So it is the intellect which analyzes, observes, and makes the right choice. Do not allow the mind to dictate and dominate. Then we have a pure mind. Honey says something and I get instantly upset and then I start crying. Mind. Now, do you understand the difference between the mind and the and see that those who are so much impulsive in every activity, uncontrollable, then the modern psychology comes, they have, I have studied a very thick book, which consists of 1,000 pages. The title is Abnormal Psychology. We talk of anxiety, but anxiety are of also 5 or 6 types. We talk of depression, 10 different types. So, no doubt, modern science made a tremendous progress in order to objectify. And when you objectify your emotions, your feeling, your thoughts, you cannot go to the root cause. That is why in modern psychology we have a behavior model. Behavior model, the way I speak and think and act and respond and react. So doctor analyzes those behavior and they say, oh, you are suffering from anxiety or depression, or you have a split personality, or you have a schizophrenia. Why I raise this topic? Because we go to the root. We go to the root. We understand the very nature of the mind, and we say, get rid of all the impurities of the mind. I do not brand you. In Eastern wisdom, we don't brand any person as a person with anxiety or depression or a split personality. No. We say it is all the impurities of the mind. Understand and use the intellect to analyze your behavior, your thought, your feeling, your emotions. And the moment you start analyzing, observing, and giving it a right direction, it purifies the mind. When we allow these thought, feeling, and emotions to continue, oh, it's a bad morning today, I woke up, and then you go to the kitchen, you are preparing a cup of tea, and a cup falls down, and then again you are in a rage, you are angry and upset. It might have happened to you also. Uh, how many cups you have broken? Look at, so Eastern wisdom says, oh, what is this? Hold on. So it means, the same intellect goes through the senses and it looks the event again. For example, your mind said it's a bad morning. Now intellect goes back again. What is bad in this morning today? My mind, tell me. What is bad? What happened? Did the sun rise in a different way? Does the sun change the direction? What is bad about this morning? Now expand this. You are crazy. Hold on, mind. Why I say that you are crazy? Hold on. So I look back and I see my expectations are not met, not fulfilled by you. That is why I have a disliking, and because of disliking, impulsively I say you are crazy. Tell me if it is not true. So there is another way to purify the mind, uh, is to do the self-inquiry. Self-inquiry has to be done by the intellect. Self-observation, becoming aware of your behavior, your attitude, your thought process that is going on in your head, and then dropping what is not required. Is it required to say that you are crazy because you did not meet my expectations? The intellect says big no. No, not at all. Why he or she should meet my expectations? Why? I proposed if he does it, it's okay. If he doesn't do it, that is also okay. I hold back my mind. Yes, once you have understood, but the bigger problem is there. What is the bigger problem? You wake up in the morning, your mind has taken over impulsively. You have those thoughts of the rage, anger, and upset, and you don't remember what to do. So throughout the day, you pass with the action. The whole day passes. What to do? I don't remember. I forget it. Today I forget. Tomorrow also I forget. Because tomorrow there was some other thought, feeling, and emotion. So I'm not in a regular practice. So when I'm not in a regular practice, it brings me down. That is why we have conventional methods of purification. You see, the thought of a rage or a negative emotion in the morning, you remember that the Shanti mantra and you repeat it, you sit and contemplate and reflect. You are not fighting with the negative emotion. Your intellect is pouring on those positive thoughts, which will help you near to the goal of self-discovery. And it happens. It happens in our daily life also. You start criticizing someone, and a wise guy says, "Oh, just calm down. Why don't you calm down? Let's have a cup of tea." So someday your mind changes. But it is not regular until these conventional methods of purification are applied daily and regularly with commitment. You raise your self awareness. That is why I said, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Now look at the mantra. Mantra is also a thought, feel, associated with the feeling. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Let everyone be happy. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Let everyone be healthy. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Let everyone be blessed. Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhag Bhavi. Let no one suffer from misery in the world. And Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. It is the self teaching, it is the self coaching, it is the self mentoring. Until we reach to a state by repeat practice, and hardly how much time takes, it hardly takes 5 to 10 minutes every day. And then you have time, then you listen to the talk, and then you use the intellect to contemplate and reflect. It will, within a week, it will change your behavior and attitude. I'm not saying you believe. I'm not use. I'm not. I'm not talking of religion, cult, dogma, belief, religion. All I'm talking very logically with a cause and effect. Think. If you don't think, then it will not work. If you don't think, in animals, we don't know whether they think or not, but we think through the mind impulsively, or we think through the wisdom by an intellect. So if I'm thinking impulsively with the animal mind, I am going to accumulate a lot of stress and anxiety in my life. Otherwise, where is the stress? Economy is going down, so it is going down for everyone. For example, it is going for everyone. Mine, it is going for everyone. It is not only for me. Let me see whether I'm able to maintain my livelihood, or what should I do something differently. Do I have the capacity and ability to do something differently? Yes, let me apply the intellect and think of it. Reflect on it. But when the mind dictates over the intellect, you stop it. Then the mind becomes the intellect. The impulsive mind becomes the intellect. Result: many people commit suicide. They fight. They kill. It has reached to a level. And something that can save us and bring a change is what, in the very beginning, the moment you wake up, I think it has been almost 20 years in the United States. I never missed on a single day. Oh, you also practice. Why shouldn't I do it? Awakening is inside. It does not mean that you stop eating the food and show the magic. You don't go to the restroom. All those activities are going on. So why not this activity also? So I thought I was thinking, contemplating. So I told you, let everyone be happy. So H, letter H. Let everyone be healthy. So letter E, eliminate illness. Oh, let me be in the state of the well being, not in the state of illness, in the mind and emotions. And then, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, let everyone be blessed or auspicious. So, A word, H E A, R, relieve suffering. Relieve suffering means that I want, my mind says with the thought and feeling that let none suffer from any misery. So R and T is tranquility. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Can you remember the word heart? Heart. So H represents let everyone be happy. E means eliminate, eradicate from my mind that impulsive nature which causes the impurity and the illness. A, auspicious. Should be seeing the auspicious. Thank God I'm alive. That is why I'm able to see 2 days in the morning. Is not auspicious? Who knows? We sleep and we don't know. Even we didn't know when we were born. It is our parents told us that, okay, you are born in this day at this time. And we also do not know. I'm alive today, thank God. Thank existence. I'm able to talk and communicate. I'm able to function normally. So, species, relieve suffering, let there be no suffering. What it means that idea, thought, feeling, and emotions of these sufferings should not enter into my mind. I'm using the intellect, and T is the tranquility. Heart, acronym. So every day in the morning, you close your eyes and then you are thinking. You start thinking. So, will that be a meditation? Yes, it will become meditation at a later stage. When this thinking becomes a contemplation reflects on your thought, feeling, and emotions originating from the mind, and it will change. That is why great masters have discovered the Shanti mantra. You see, heart, happiness, eradicate or eliminate illness from the mind. Don't talk, don't go there. No, it's not a bad morning. That is also causing the illness. Auspicious vision, A, relieve suffering, R, and T is the tranquility. You all are seekers, I would say. That's why you have been continuing the journey. But seeker means that every day I rise in awareness. My level of self-awareness, the way I respond to the outer situations and conditions changes. So that brings the behavior modification. Say, for example, you used to get into the anxiety in a particular situation. Now that has dissolved. You have to settle certain score with your near and dear. Once all those scores have gone into the background, it is minimized, it is reduced. Heart. If that doesn't happen, then what? then why we are attending the session? So understand this is very important. Another factor that we should take into account, the goal of the Eastern wisdom, it is in cryptic language. Let me explain it. So that every master will say to you, those who have really studied, those who understand this entire Eastern wisdom, they don't talk at the surface level, focus on the breath and mindfulness, and you are relaxed and you are calm. And your mind says, I should beat you. I don't feel calmness because I did not understand what you're saying. So they talk of the two goal. One goal is the end of suffering. Second goal is awakening to peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. It needs an explanation. What explanation it needs? So it starts reducing your suffering in personal, family, professional, and social life. Oh, it is helping me in my material world? Yes. We have to take that way. We have not to take, I will practice meditation 1 hour every day, and I forcibly close my mind to the word, and after the meditation, the same word enters into my mind and still causing the same problem, and I'm not able to change. No, that is not the case. So, end of suffering means that my personal life evolves, my social life evolves, my emotional life evolves, my professional life. I see a different perspective. I see a different way of working. That is what I was talking to Sophie before you came. On spending money on this what is fireflies. There is always a scope for an improvement because of the presence of an intellect or a free will and the knowledge. This is what the Eastern wisdom says. So every day I'm looking for that improvement and a change. It helps me to raise my level of awareness, and heightened state of awareness drops my behavior and attitude which I have been applying in my life. So there is a change. Inner change is there. The world will remain as it is. But my perception has changed. So that is a brief explanation. When I say awaken to peace, oh, forget about it. Our impulsive mind says, I go and eat pasta, I feel happy. What you are talking about? Hmm? Or anything that gives you the pleasure, maybe a sex, or you got money, or you eat pasta, whatever it is. So the master is saying, no, 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 we are not talking that you are discovering the peace by some action in contact with someone, something, some object. We are talking of the inner peace and happiness and the joy. That is why we use the word awakening. I awaken to inner peace and happiness. When I awaken to inner peace and happiness, how dare any situation outside can cause me anxiety, duality, and a conflict? That is the second part, awakening to peace and happiness. I already know peace and happiness, what you are talking of awakening to. So we are awakening to that peace which is already located in me, which is independent of any object, thing, action outside. I need not to wait to possess something to be happy. It is independent. So what will happen in your professional life? I work from the standpoint of peace, happiness, and creativity. I don't worry about the result. Result comes favorably, very good. It doesn't come, let me continue working. And the life transforms completely. But it has to start every day in the morning, in the beginning, or before going to the bed. I should analyze how many times I was in anxiety, duality, and a conflict so that I can take a notice of that and I make it a point that I will not, I will have to change. I try to put logically, then I'm already super intelligent. I will talk to that topic later. If I'm super intelligent, I will not get anything. Why not everything? Because it's a common sense approach. I don't need to increase my IQ to understand this. The common sense approach. What is common sense? Let me become aware. I'm angry. Yes, so I'm aware that I'm angry. Is it good? Intellect comes to the service. Common sense approach. The science will find out what is quantifiable anger. It is not going to help you. Quantity, 5% or 100%. Anger is anger. Our approach is different. Yes, close your eyes and let us start our practice. First, the place, position, and place, position, and place, position, and posture. Place, position, and the posture. And then being comfortable, you are looking at the neck joint. Looking at the neck joint, you're not looking at the world outside by which the mind is ready to be impulsive. We say, oh, casually you look at it. Casually you're looking at the neck joint, be there, feel the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Look at the entire body from the top of the head to the toes and experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. And I gave you another step. You look inside the forehead in the space. Space is like a sky. I gave a metaphor. Nothing happens to the sky even if the millions of birds are flying. Millions of birds are flying. Oh, yes. So the same thing is the space. Nothing happens to the space. But why I feel like that if any thought comes? Because I feel this thought is me. It's a bad morning, so bad morning is me. That is the problem. Otherwise, there is no problem. So who does it? Who watches it? Who observes? The intellect. So what the intellect does, intellect says, oh, this bad morning is only a thought. You get associated with an emotion. The space is already there. It is independent. Sky is independent. Highway is independent when you're driving your car in the traffic. Maybe a traffic jam, but still the highway is still the same. So this observation, this state of awareness will come by regular practice of the Shanti mantra. I gave an acronym HEART. Mind is impulsive. Mind says, I am the body. Why? Because I am feeling I get lot of pleasure and I get lot of pain. Intellect says, are you really the body? Physical body? You say it is my body. My body that you possess the body. What do you possess? You cannot be. And if you are the body in deep sleep, body is not there. So it means you are no more. It is the intellect which puts the knowledge. And okay, I'm not the body. It means whatever is happening in the body is not me. So now you have already separated, then take care of the body. Finished. Your anxiety is gone, the suffering is gone. So our master says similarly, when I say I'm an individual, how can you say I'm an individual? Because I have a name in the form, I have a gender, I have a profession, I'm more beautiful, I'm more handsome. So that individual is a basically coming from the mind. I'm an individual. Behind that, there is a causal body. We start living in ignorance because I'm the body and I'm the mind that defines an individuality which is caused by the causal body. Behind that, the real self is there. So once we explore the three layers of the body, then it is very easy for us to reflect and go deeper into ourselves. So just look at the breath. Watch the breath goes in and out. Breath is going in, coming out. Now start breathing silently. Deep, silent, and slow. Check. Are you breathing deep, silent, and slow? One thing. And there is no noise of the breath. There is another way to breathe deep, silent, and slow. If you first inhale into the belly, then into the rib cage. The best way to do it, first you start inhaling into the belly, belly goes up, then into the rib cage expands, and then breathe out from the belly, breathe out from the rib cage. So if you make a rhythm, what is this? You are educating the mind. Don't go anywhere. Keep it on the breath also. And now I give you the very simple and easy practice so that you understand and you can do it anytime. So once you recognize that the breath is deep, silent, and slow, and the moment you start breathing in, Shantoham, mentally say. Shantoham means I am the peace like the space. Second time, Shantoham, Shantoham, three times while inhaling and three times while exhaling. Also, every breath you breathe in and out, you are doing three Shantoham during inhalation and three Shantoham during exhalation. why we are doing it. We are using the intellect. You look at so simple way to understand. It has nothing to do with any what? Any cult dogma belief. It's a quite now when you see the mind tends to what? The mind tends to remain inside. So best way, breathing is the same, deep, silent, and slow, and you start dropping Shantoham only 2 times. Make it little deeper. Shantoham, Shantoham. Shantoham. Continue, and you see what happens. You could see And now one time. Total Shanti. Shanti. So you are doing only one Shanti with understanding. Use the intellect. The mind is ready to repeat it habitually. So what is that? Understanding always comes with the awareness. So if I'm not aware, if I'm aware of lot of thoughts, so you will share the experiences. No, I had lot of thoughts. Did I say you to pay attention to the thought? And do nothing. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Oh, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your Buddha palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. How are you, Sophie?
I am good, Girish. Thank you. I blocked out. I mean, I didn't fall asleep, but I blocked out the voice at some
You
point.
blocked out the voice and you were totally in space, empty space.
Yes, I didn't have any thoughts. This my cat is
Oh,
going in front of the screen.
that's good. Yeah, if that happens, so longer period it happens, it is good for the mind. How are you,
But
John? Oh, yes, go ahead, Sophie.
I have found when I have like physical pain on a leg or something, and I do the body scan, at some point the pain leaves, but then I fall asleep.
Yes. Yes. It is because of the mind. Mind wants to escape, and one of the finest escape is sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is why it is impulsive and instinctual. It happens with all the living creatures.
Yeah.
How are you, John?
Hey, Girish, I'm fine. I liked the discussion before the practice. I thought that was really, really insightful, and I got a lot out of it. So thank you.
Beautiful. Yes. You live and keep that reflecting on that principle about the mind and intellect will help you to get rid of the wandering nature of the mind.
Right.
We don't need a practice. The more it is, more insightful it is, the mind changes. Very good. That is all for today.
Okay.
Thank you. It will
Thank
take
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I had
Till next
some,
week. Okay.
yeah,
Thank you.
I
Bye.
had some problem with the recording, but I hope that the recording must have been there. But I will check it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Good.